Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy HD MMA back with another video, and today I want to talk about the fighting nerds, the fighting turds, what people are calling them. I want to talk about if these guys are fucking cooked. Are they done for? Are they chopped, served, fucked up? Whatever fucking adjective you want to call them. And early, I'm going to say no, okay? I'm going to say no. Obviously, we know they're not fucking done for. But that's what a lot of people are saying on the tabloids, the Twitter tabloids, the YouTube space, the platforms we all come to know and love. They're saying they're fucking done for. They're fucking, they're falling off. They're not falling for the aura farming, the clip farming, the bullshittery, the fuckery from any of these guys. And they're saying they're done for. Obviously, I don't agree with any of this. I think the team as a whole, the team we've come to know and love, all these guys, I don't think none of them are cooked. We're all saying this because all of them, we know, all of them have lost very recently in the UFC. Kyle Bahalio, he got beaten pretty handedly by Nasruddin Imavov. So did Mauricio Hoofi. He also lost. He got dominated. He got dominated statistically by Benoit Saint Denis, Fraud Denis, Scam Denis, Blockhead Denis. Got out grappled. We got fucking Gene Silva, who just yesterday got fucking blockheaded by Diego Lopez. And we have Carlos Prates, who was the first of the fearsome four that we've come to know and love. He was the first to get to lose, and he lost to fucking Ian Cuck Supreme, the Cuck final boss, Gary. And yeah, people are writing off these guys. They're saying they're not fucking with these guys anymore, and I don't think that's the case for any of these guys. I think, with these guys, there's certain circumstances that kind of led to these defeats being so prominent, so looked at negatively by the community as a whole. The fact that these guys were, coming up the rankings, most of them, just three of them were finishing all their opponents pretty handedly, dominantly, fucking finishing their opponents dominantly, handedly, stylistically, in ways that that are very rare in MMA. Carlos Prates, he went on a crazy KO streak, knocking people out at welterweight. Huffy styling on people in ways of a Conor McGregor, a very dynamic and exciting fighter. Gene Silva, the clip farming, glove touching, bowing, fucking barking, the fucking barking. And yeah, that led to these guys' stock shooting up the fucking MMA community, put these guys' personality on the forefront of the community and the forefront of the rankings, getting pushed up through the rankings. I will say getting pushed up through the rankings pretty fairly soon. Only in Gene Silva's case, I would say. Hoofy, that's a little hard to say because he was top 15 and Benoit wasn't even. I don't think Benoit was in the a top 10. I think he was he. Hold on, I don't know if he was. I got it pulled up on my other screen. No, he wasn't. He was literally wasn't. He was outside of the top 10 and lost dominantly. And with Carlos Prates, he fought Ian Gary on short notice, which is a different thing. And then Bahalio fighting literally the guy who was the number one contender in the division. The only reason he wasn't ranked number one is because fucking Dricus lost the belt and he got bumped down to number one automatically. But he was fighting the guy who was the number one contender in the division. And I think that plays a big factor in the structure of how these guys were kind of shot up fairly through the rankings. But we've seen that before with, Conor, with fucking guys like Conor, fucking Joshua Van, fucking who else? Dricus, fucking Yuri, just guys who were, shot up the rankings due to their personality, and a lot of those have led to good outcomes for a lot of fighters, and a lot of the times that does not lead to outcomes to good fighters, or it doesn't lead to good outcomes to fighters. Sometimes because the way guys are finishing opponents, they get put through the rankings and get a stylistic matchup that doesn't really line up to them, and they're not really ready to be tested in that kind of way that quickly in their career. So I don't think the fighting nerds are done. I think they're gonna come back stronger. I mean, we've already seen it with Prates in his last fight against Jeff Neal. And as for the other three, I think they're gonna come back stronger than they're gonna look different and come back stronger than in their previous fights. I mean, the only way we can really tell that is with Carlos Prates. He made a lot of improvements in his fight with Jeff Neal, especially with his defense. He was using way more head movement. He wasn't blocking as much, moving out on way more angles, finding angles with his strikes, and genuinely reading his opponent and getting settled in quicker in the fight, and not having to not having being able to find out and figure out his opponent way quicker in the fight, which led to the brutal finish. But I also think in the grappling department, I think they have a lot more that needs to be shown. That was the thing about Hoofy, and a little bit about Gene Silva that was kind of untested with that. I mean, that was kind of untested in their fights, is we didn't really get to see their grappling like that, and it got kind of exposed mostly with Hoofy, not really with Gene Silva. He was able to reverse position on Diego Lopez in the fight and whatever, but we need to see way more of that aspect with him, and it was it was masked throughout their with the in their comeuppance with the mystique and the finishes and all that. So yeah, I do think they need to work on that a lot, especially going up the rankings and going in the future. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I don't really get the hate that they receive. I mean, with Gene Silva, he's the one that gets the most hate. And you can see it, people say he's cringe or whatever, and the barking and the glove touching and all that. People say that's cringe, and you can see that or whatever. But I think I really like these guys. Um, this is the first time in the UFC that we've seen a gym be have good marketing and good branding. Like with most fighters, right? The fighter is good, but we don't really get to see the gym as a whole and the culture of the gym as a whole. And these are really the first guys that really displayed the gym has a unique identity to it. And I really like to see that in a especially in the gym because fighters come and go. They get older, they age out, they can move to different gyms or whatever, but the gym for the most part, that's what breeds the talent and gives a home for the fighters and really defines kind of the fighter. So I like to see the gym having its own unique identity to it, which is something we don't really see. I mean, uh, with some gyms, their identity is codependent on what company buys them out. With fucking like Killcliff and shit, whose name is only Killcliff's name is only Killcliff because they got fucking bought out by an energy drink company. Which leads me to think if you change your name because you get bought out by a fucking energy drink company, what's fucking stopping a company like OnlyFans from buying you out and changing your fucking name to OnlyFans MMA, which is an interesting thing to think about. But yeah, I don't think it's the end for these guys. I don't think it's over for these guys. I think they're gonna come back. I think all of them losing, it was a just bringing them back to earth. They're on this extremely meteoric astronomical rise through with all the finishes and all of them losing. They're bringing them back to earth and realizing that these guys are at the end of the day just fighters. These guys are fighters. They are human. And yeah, I can't wait to see their next fights. For Gene Silva, I think he should. I got the rankings pulled up. I think he should. Let's see. I think Dan Ige could be a good fight. I think Steve Garcia could be a good fight. He's knocking people out. I think Yusuf Zalal, Brian Ortega, fucking Brian Ortega, Arnold Allen could be a good fight. Yeah, and Hoofy, I think he could fight Hanato Moicano. He could fight Michael Chandler. Grant Dawson could be cool, but yeah, I think that's it for him. For Bahalio, I think a nice little a nice little probably a Sean Strickland, a fucking Roman Fraudlidze, fucking Roman Kopylov, fucking shit. I don't fucking know about Bahalio. And for CP, I think fucking let's do a fucking Michael Morales fight. That sounds great. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. If you're wondering why I didn't mention Bruno Brazil, fuck her. No one cares about fucking Bruno Brazil, but y'all lucky I even mentioned fucking Bahalio. But yeah, that's about it for me, guys. Yeah, see y'all. Peace.